And this one is recording. All right, so let's get ready to rumble.
All right.
Good morning, everybody. Facebook, friends, clients, sisters, brothers, and everybody in Houston and around the world. I'm so happy to be here right now. And this guy's telling me, man, why did you tell me I want to be on an interview live? Who cares? We haven't shaved. It's Friday. I invited John to come over here to brainstorm a couple of things in regard to his, his industry, his profession, his beliefs, his lifestyle. We had a beautiful, beautiful brainstorming in regard to consciousness, in regard to vegan life, in regard to DJ industry music. And then I said, hey, could you be in one of my, hola, Olga, how are you today? In one of our blogs. And he said, why not? So the promise is that we're going to make this very, very, smaller in time frame in order for us to have a little bit of a, not stealing your time. So hi, Anna, how are you today? And very quickly, this is my close friend, John Tran, here in Houston, born and raised in Houston. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, your name, if you want to disclose your age, and where you're coming from.
So my name is John. I was actually born in Virginia.
Virginia, okay, not in Texas.
I lived in Houston ever since I was 4. And what are my other questions?
Tell me background. Okay, you're born in Virginia. How old were you when you moved to Texas? Where your parents come?
My parents came from Vietnam during the Vietnam War, and my dad worked for the government in Vietnam, and so we had to leave. We had no choice. My mom was a translator for the American Army, and so they shipped us over to America, and I was born, and I've been in Houston for 36 years. I'm 40 now.
40, okay.
I just turned 40 last month.
40, so we're in the same tree, pretty much. The reason we started this mini series of 100 Days of Immigrants, Kamiar, hey, what's up, Jojo, my brother, is because there's so much diversity in Houston, right?
Yes.
And we've seen it every single day. And we believe that we're just all human beings. It doesn't really matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you look like. And Houston has or possess one of the biggest, probably congregation of all nationalities. Why don't you tell us in regard to the vision of, I have the goggles of a Latino, that's the stigma. Coming, from Vietnam, your parents coming from Vietnam, how much have you been the impact of being an immigrant living in Houston, Texas?
Wow. Houston is super diverse, and I grew up in an area where it was like 20% Asians, 30% Hispanic, 30% black, 30% white. So it's so mixed up. I am who I am today because of that diversity. And whenever things happen in the news, politics, or if someone's talking trash about a race, I usually don't let it slide. Like I'll step in and say, hey, that's not right, because I have a friend that's black. Let's not make black jokes. Or I have a friend that's from Persia.
Exactly.
He's an Iranian. So let's not talk about that. Let's find beauty in the things that make us more diverse.
Recently, I was in a beautiful country last week, Ukraine. And I had to happen the opportunity to interview somebody who is very in the same path and industries, which is, he's also a badass DJ right here. I have Kamiar, who is also the founder right here, who is watching us right now, of a concept that I'm a huge fan called Cirque Noir here in Houston. These people right here are becoming the activators, the innovators of the economy of Houston, Texas. DJ, you also do yoga. Not only you practice yoga and meditation, but you also are part of the production of events where you're mixing DJing and you're mixing, the lifestyle of consciousness. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that as far as being a businessman? Because that's a business, in my opinion.
So what I've learned is that we just try to fuse mindful elements into the yoga practice, and we do meditation events. We meet up and we do meditation. But lately I've been DJing and performing music to the yoga just to bring more people together. I think it's a movement that's taking on a big shape, and I want to be part of like leading that movement and bringing fun to the yoga. And it's not like oh, it's Friday, I have to work out. No, it's oh man, I want to go to this yoga class because there's going to be some really awesome music. Going to hang out with some really cool people and friends. So that's where I am right now, is creating and being a musician for different yoga events.
Yeah, I gotta share this with you guys. We've seen this guy, sometimes we like to go out, and we go out and maybe party a little bit, and then the next day he's teaching you, he's DJing at the club or event or venue.
9 a.m.
And then the next day, 8 a.m. he's like setting up the booth, like, look, John Tran is teaching a meditation class, or he's in part of a meditation group next day in the morning. Obviously, there's a lot of truth to that in regard to how he's a producer when he comes to the night events, and then in the morning becomes also part of the meditation. Now, the idea is not to talk about politics, not to talk about religion, because that belongs to you right there in YouTube, not to us. But the one thing that I wanted to say is, like, you're full born and raised in the United States, in America.
Yes.
You're taking life in your own terms, because now you still have a profession, but you're still investing in creating something new, which is higher consciousness, music, entertainment, and also production of events. What is your vision in Houston, and how do you see, because you mentioned something really important, and I would love for you to repeat this. You said, in Houston, we don't have this, but we have, please.
So, I've been doing a lot of traveling, and I noticed that Houston's not a city that is like a vacation hotspot. We don't have the mountains like Denver, or the ocean like California does. But what we do have is we have people, and because that's our resource, we thrive, and the people are so beautiful. The hearts, everyone in Houston, we don't have this getaway that we can get away and just hike up a mountain. We have each other, and we share ideas, we share our growth, our diversity. That's what really makes Houston so beautiful, is the people.
Totally agree. Could you describe very quickly to our viewers? I know people are working, people are in their homes. You have people in different time zones right now, but this is going to be playing over and over in our Facebook feed. Could you tell us of what you guys are doing in terms of having the music industry, the event party industry, and the meditation together? And could you describe one of the events that you already are part of and develop?
So we've been putting weekly. I DJ yoga events, and I play in a band, and we do yoga. And Tuesday nights, every night we sell out the yoga studio. 108 spots sold out by 6 p.m. So that's one of the things that we do on a regular basis.
And you DJ, and then you also teach a class, or you
Tuesdays,
or as a team?
Tuesdays I play keyboards.
Okay.
And there's a bass player, a drummer, and our drummer.
I didn't know he was a keyboard player. I had no idea.
Yeah. So I'm really not a keyboard player, but the yoga studio said, we want you to DJ, but would you be interested in learning a new instrument? I'm like, yeah, I've always wanted to learn how to play piano or keyboards.
Okay.
So why don't we create something? I was like, perfect.
All right.
So they kind of opened up a space for me to figure it out, and I went on YouTube and learned how to play chords and keys.
Awesome.
And it's just a great space for my brain to grow.
So now we're doing brainstorming. We're not going to release the information right now yet, not because we think it's sacred, but we believe that right now we're going through an area of consciousness where we value how we are impacting the world. And at the end of the day, as much as you want to talk meditation, as much as you want to talk about spirituality, as much as you want to talk about vegan, business and money are involved. How can you tell our audience, because I saw Olga that is in Rome, Italy, and she's in the same path, in the same industry. In regard to money, you also have to get production, you also have to bring teams, logistics. Are you still a human being? How do you see the business side of that?
I see that as long as you follow your passion, make that a priority. Don't worry about the money, because when you start doing your passion, people are drawn to that. It's like the law of attraction. People are going to say, wow, this guy is so good at doing this. Like, I want to book him for this. And the money will come that way, and you'll make your rent, don't worry, and you'll get food on the table. But I think just following your passion. Don't be small. Don't live like this life of fear. Like, if I don't do it, I fear like I'm not going to make rent. Like, follow your dreams. Do something that keeps you alive, and the money will come.
Great. Now, you said the money will come. Do you still have to, do projections of money, and you still have to pay, because a lot of times the misconception is that people say, oh, I'm all spiritual and fuck the bills, No, you still have to be responsible.
Life is balance. I have my day job. I work in the medical field, and I do marketing, sales marketing for medical. So I do have that. And then I have what I'm passionate about. And one day, 50%, let's say if it's rocking 50%, one day it's going to go 100% music and meditation and yoga.
Okay.
But until then, I'm going to balance what I do and what I love.
Perfect. This is our promise to feature 100 days. Ana Caro, no entiendo, pero te escucho. Tita, no lo podemos hacer en español. No, un poquito español. This is a promise that I really want to showcase the people that I have the blessing and the pleasure to having as my idols and my friends, because I go to their events. This is something that I feel unique, being able to be around innovators, creators, and people that want to make an impact in the community that we live in. And I just wanted to share a little bit of a blog. He came to a meeting with me, and I said, dude, you're going to be on camera. And then he said, I used to work for Fox, so I'm okay with that. Actually, he had this set up right here for the YouTube channel upstairs, for the our Facebook Live. And normally I have my Instagram here, but I didn't have my iPad with me today. So I want to thank you so much for sharing this with us. And hopefully, you're going to see something really big in Houston coming up 2017. We'll keep you informed. So just to leave a note, what will you, because our audience is based a lot on business, that people are entering into becoming business owners or becoming consultants or having their own gig. You're doing it, I'm doing it. What can you probably leave to our audience today?
There's one thought that I was thinking about was in Japan they have this thing called Ikigai, I think. And what it is, it's a Venn diagram of like, what are you good at? It's a circle, and it's like, what are you good at that will pay you, and what is like, there's all these circles, and right in the middle where all of the circles intersect, that is your life purpose. So if you have a chance, Google like Japanese philosophy or life purpose. I think it's called Ikigai.
Ikigai.
But
we'll try to link it over here. We'll put it right here. So that's the job to comment on this blog right here.
But it just shows you like how you can overlap all things in your life so that you will meet your life purpose. Okay. That's what's important, is that's where you get fulfilled.
Okay.
And when you're fulfilled, you actually spread that energy to others, and it inspires and it wakes up other people to say, well, if he's doing what he's fulfilled, like I need to do what I'm fulfilled. It creates a ripple effect in your community and around the world, and that's the takeaway. So
the homework for today. Hello, Angela. Welcome to the group. We're about to close it, but it's gonna reloop over here. The homework that you have is probably Google this Japanese philosophy. We're gonna link it over here. Thank you so much. This is 100 Days of Immigrants. And I hope you liked it. Any comments? Please feel free to share if you liked what you saw. Thank you so much, and thank you, John. I appreciate for coming over here. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Goodbye.